Okay, a very good morning, children. Children, in previous classes, we have already completed different algebraic identities. There are 5 algebraic identities as per your syllabus, which I have discussed in detail, and also their application, how they are applied to problems, in what type of problems they are applied, and how will you solve, how will you do problems on algebraic identities. Already I have discussed so many problems. So today, let us discuss the last part of this chapter, which is nothing but your factorization. Factorization of algebraic expression. Okay. Now before I discuss, actually factorization of algebraic expression, it is also not a new thing for you, because we have already read it in class 7. So still let me continue with the same. See, what is meant by factorization? What is the meaning of factorization? If anybody asks you, what is the meaning of, what will be your answer? Your answer will be, suppose I am giving one example. Suppose 6 is a number. Now if I ask you to factorize 6, you can easily say, sir, 6 equal to 2 into 3, 6 equal to 1 into 6. Okay. Here 1 into 6 is one factorization of 6. 2 into 3 it is another factorization of 6. That means we can factorize 6 in two different ways. One is your 1 into 6 and the other is 2 into 3. So this is one factorization, this is one factorization, and this is the prime factorization of 6, no doubt. Because it consists of only prime numbers or prime factors, that is 2 and 3. So what I meant to say, children, in this particular example is that, what is factorization? If someone asks you, what will you answer instantly? You will say, sir, factorization means what? The product, the way of expressing a number, the method or the way of expressing a number as a product of 2 numbers or more than 2 numbers, not necessarily that 2 numbers. If I say 24, 2 into 3 into 6, you see, this is also the factorization of 24. Okay. So, when we express a number as the product of 2 or more than 2 numbers, it is called factorization of that particular number. Okay. So, similarly, like we factorize a number, similarly we factorize algebraic expression also. And in class 7 I have remembered, I don't know whether you have remembered or not, but it was there in class 7, how to factorize algebraic expression. There were 3 ways. So, what was the first method? Let me recall those things once again. So, the first method, by taking HCF, highest common factor. That means suppose you are given an algebraic expression which consists of say 2 terms or 3 terms or 4 terms, whatever it may be. So you have to take the highest common factor of each term of the expression. Okay. And then that HCF will be taken common. So after taking HCF as the common, you will get the required factorization. Okay. For example, suppose 2x plus, you see 4y. Look at this algebraic expression. Now to factorize it, you find the HCF of 2x, you find the HCF of 4y. So HCF will be your 2. HCF of this monomial and this monomial will be 2. So take common 2. So what will remain here? X. And what will remain here? 2y. So 2 into x plus 2y. See. So this will be the required factorization of this algebraic expression or binomial 2x plus 4y. This was one of the methods. Another method was there also. By taking binomial as a common factor, you please recall those things. By taking binomial as a common factor also we can factorize algebraic expression. And what was the third method? The third method was by rearrangement. Okay, we will discuss those things while problem will come in this particular class, that is class 8. By rearrangement of terms. That means suppose you are given an algebraic expression containing 4 terms, quadrinomial. By rearranging the term, there are 4 terms, so you rearrange. Rearrange means bring one number near the other. By rearranging and then common, by taking common also. So by rearranging and taking common also, we can factorize algebraic expression. These are the 3 ways which we had read in class 7 in order to factorize algebraic expression. And as I just told you now, to factorize an algebraic expression, it means we will express the algebraic expression as a product of 2 or more than 2 terms. Those terms may be monomial, binomial, etc. Okay. So now in this class, particularly class 8, we will discuss other ways of factorizing algebraic expression. So what are the other ways than those 3 methods which we had read in class 7? Okay. Now since we have already read identities, it is another application of identities that they can be used to factorize algebraic expression. Okay. So let me discuss those things in detail. Suppose you see, so factorization of algebraic expression by using identity. By using identity. See, identity. So whatever identities, whatever 5 identities we have read, you see, whatever 5 identities, algebraic identities we have read, we can apply those identities to factorize algebraic expression. Let us see how. I am giving one example to make you understand. See, suppose you are given an algebraic expression, say y square plus 4y plus 4. Look at children. Suppose you are given this trinomial, this algebraic expression, and the question is you factorize it. So, to factorize this algebraic expression, see, we cannot apply those methods which we had read in class 7. Because you see, neither in this expression you can take any common. There is no common factor in the 3 monomials. Nor it is possible by rearrangement. Nor there is any binomial as common in this particular question. So, we cannot apply those methods which we had read in class 7 to factorize this type of this kind of algebraic expression. Then what we will do? How to do? The method is we have to use identity. Okay. Now the point is you can ask me, sir, how to use identity? How will we know? Okay, that I am going to explain. See, in order to use the algebraic identity to factorize algebraic expression, first you see the question. This is the given trinomial or algebraic expression. Now first you have to think in which form. I mean it is in the form of which identity. Whatever identities we have read. So the given expression is in the form of which identity, that we have to think. Now see children, this, and it can easily be, you can easily know. See how. What is the technique? See, y square, in place of y square we can write y whole square plus. Now see, 4 can be written as square of 2. See, y square can be written as square of y. 4 can be written as square of 2. Now take y as a. Okay. Take this one as a and 2 as b. So if you take y as a and 2 as b, we know the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. No, now if this identity, I mean this expression, if this expression can be brought to the form a square plus 2ab plus b square, then you know what is the formula. It is a plus b whole square, and in place of a and b will put the respective values. Okay. So what I mean to say children, whatever expression is given, you try to bring it in the form of some identity, whatever we have read. Now in this particular question, y square means square of y, 4 means square of 2. Now take y as a and 2 as b. Now break this one. Take it a, take it b. So it is a square plus b square plus 2 into a. In place of a you write y, in place of b you write 2. And you multiply these 3. You multiply these 3 terms, you will definitely get 4y. So what does it mean? It means the given expression is in which form? It is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square. That means it is in the form of a square plus 2ab plus b square, where you see, where a equal to y and b equal to 2. See, now the given expression has been reduced to the form a square plus 2ab plus b square, and you know the formula for a square plus 2ab plus b square, which is a plus b whole square. So you write down a plus b whole square. Now you put the value. In place of a you write y, in place of b you write 2. It is y plus 2 whole square. That means y plus 2 will be multiplied 2 times c. So this will be the required factorization. See, this will be the required factorization of this given algebraic expression. So here how did I factorize this one? How did I factorize this algebra? By using identity. Okay, I did not use any other method what I had read in class 7. Okay, by the use of first identity or first algebraic identity, I could factorize this. Okay, so this is one of the, let me discuss another one. Suppose you are given, see, suppose you are given another question, 16m square minus 20 mn, suppose 16m square minus 20, 40 mn plus 25 n square, 40 mn plus 25 n square. See, now look at another expression. Suppose you want to factorize this algebraic expression by using identity. Okay, we will follow the same procedure. See children, in order to factorize this algebraic expression using some identity, first we have to think it is in which form. That means we have to bring it in the form of some identity. Whatever 5 identities we have read, so we have to bring this expression in the form of some identity. Okay, now how to bring? Very simple. Now see, this 16n square you can write square of 4n, okay, minus You see this 25n square can be written as square of 5n, whole square of 5n. See. Now take this one a and take this one b. So this is a square plus b square. Then here minus sign is there, so it will be minus 2ab. A square minus 2ab plus b square. Then what will be the minus 2ab term? It is minus 2 into, in place of a you write 4n. Instead of b you write, in place of b you write 5n. Now you multiply this. You see, you multiply these three terms, 2 into 4n into 5n. You will definitely get 40 mn. That means 40 mn will be equal to 2 into 4n into 5n. So it is in which form now? Now this is clearly in the form a square minus 2ab plus b square. Where? What is the value of a? Where the value of a is your 4n and the value of b is 5n. Okay? And if it is in this form, if the given expression is in the form of a square minus 2ab plus b square, and you know the formula. What is the formula? The formula is you will put a minus b whole square. So write down a minus b whole square, and in place of a you put the value, and in place of b you put the value. So it will be 4n minus 5n whole square, and this will be equal to 4n minus 5n into 4n plus 5n. See. So this is the complete factorization. And how did I factorize this one? This algebraic expression by using identity. Which identity? A minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2b plus b square. Okay. So these are the ways how to factorize. Let me give another example. Suppose you are given a question like this. Suppose factorize. The question is factorize 9y square minus 16. Look at the algebraic expression. 9y square minus 16, it is a binomial. How to factorize? Using some identity. Okay. It is not in the form of any identity. First we have to bring it in the form of some identity. How to bring? You see. Now this 9y square can be written as square of 3y. And 16 will be written as square of 4. Now see. Now take this one as a and take this one as b. Take a equal to 3y and b equal to 4. Then it will be in which form? It will be in the form of a square minus b square. That means it will be in the form a square minus b square. Where a equal to 3y and b equal to 4. And you know the formula for a square minus b square. It is what? A plus b into a minus b. So write the formula and then put the value. So it will be a plus b into a minus b. Now you put the value. It will be 3y plus 4 into 3y minus 4. So this will be the complete factorization of this algebraic expression. That means if you multiply this binomial and this binomial, you will definitely get 9y square minus 16. So here we factorize the algebraic expression 9y square minus 16 by using identity, not by any other way. Okay. So children, these are some of the applications. How to factorize algebraic expressions using identity. We will discuss more about it in the next class. And I hope whatever I discussed you must have understood. Thank you.